Hi guys, welcome to Summer Floor Set at Westham. Today we're going to start by walking through our Terrace House, which is our global concept for the season. In the US, this Terrace House is really grounded by outdoor furniture, so we have some variances from what they're doing in our host brand partners. Most stores are going to lead with either the Retreat sofa or the Andes bed. So here in Dubai Mall, we have the Andes storage bed, which is a new option. So we've added the storage drawers in the Andes bed in our top-selling metal velvet fabric. Not all stores will have the storage collection, but everyone can sell it from comms. It's split based on your rate of sales for past storage collections. This is grounded by the Terrazzo Duvet collection, which you can see is a take on Terrazzo tiles in fun global colors, and all stores will have this at front of store or in their global concept. One of the biggest things to look at this season is the separation between color stories. We have a warm colored pillow textile wall and a cool colored pillow textile wall. Right here on the right, we have the warm colored wall, which is grounded by cardamom. So cardamom, as we know it, is a spice, but in the design world, it is more of a color close to yellow than the green spice that you see when you buy it. So the pillow that comes in cardamom this season is the Staggered Steps pillow, which is a combination of velvet and cotton canvas together. This is a really nice 12 by 21 size that can be layered with our existing lush velvet pillows, which you see throughout the wall. And then we also have a neutral candlewick pillow, which brings a little more of the more rustic element into the decorator global concept. I think the most exciting pillow of the season is this houseplant pillow, and it is actually a pillow that's created off of an art piece of a houseplant with embellishments. This is all hand created, so it's hand dyed, and then beadwork is done by hand by artisans. So there's a lot of value to the decorative accents in this pillow. The number one sofa sitting this footprint is the Retreat sofa right here. So stores will be showing this mainly in the metal velvet. Retreat is layered with Carlo in our olive green. Some stores showing olive, some stores showing the cardamom color from past seasons. The nice thing about this is Retreat's been out of the stores for a while, so for a lot of people this will feel like a brand new sofa, even though it's been in our range for several years. We have a brand new side table sitting with the Retreat, this Athena side table. So this is an inspiration made from Roman columns, hence the name Athena, Athens. This comes in this haze color, which is close to a neutral white, and then in another concept you'll see it in a blue color. It's a really great accent piece as a side table, adds a little decorative touch to the room. Moving on through global, we have the other side of the store will have the cool color wall, and in this cool color wall, again, it's a carryover from last season with the landscape blue color that we were so excited about. However, we've pulled out the really rustic pillows, and this season we're showing lush velvet with a new candle wick, and then the Staggered Steps pillow in the landscape blue color. So Staggered Steps is really the exciting decorative 12 by 21 for the season. This Staggered Steps pillow, as you can see, is in the landscape blue color here, and then it's accented with a little bit of rust. This again is velvet with cotton canvas, and this layers back with the neutral candlewick pillow we talked about, and then a really fun pop color candlewick pillow. Historically, we've had these in the past in other concepts, and they've done really well for us, so we're excited to introduce this season. This footprint, as you can see, is Andes Sectional. This will be split in stores depending on inventory ownership. So here in Dubai Mall, we're showing the twill. I believe some of you will be showing it in the metal velvet. This again layers back with the Phoebe chair in blush pink. So Phoebe is a very good seller for us, as you know, and blush pink is one of our top selling fabrics. So again, excited to have this at front of store as a way to increase sales and excite our customers. Terrace, our number one selling occasional collection, sits here. And then we've layered in some really fun decorative accents. So we have these glass, hand-blown palm tree candle holders this season. So these come in two sizes. This is created out of an idea of, in the US, the South US, where people go for summer vacation, lots of palm trees. Obviously for us, because we live in this area in the Middle East, there are palm trees everywhere. So we think this is an exciting piece that people will be passionate about putting in their homes. It's kind of a fun, quirky accessory, and it comes at a great price point. One of the things that we should think about this season when we're doing our walls, obviously you guys will get these photos, you can follow this per photo, but you'll notice here that all the decorative accessories, so all the vases, all the glass candle taper holders, are basically at the exact same level throughout the wall. So this is strategic in the sense that we want to increase our decorative accessory sales across all concepts. So you'll see this as we continue throughout the store. Historically in the past, we've kind of had them one shelf here, one shelf there. But this way we feel like we're really shouting out that we own decorative accessories, we're passionate about this, and it's a great way for people to grab items along with pillows. Pillows have historically been really great sellers for us, but we've struggled with decorative accessories, so this is something we were passionate about to help increase our sales throughout the season. One of the things we have that's going to be breaking up the two color stories is this really big build out in all front of store sections. So here in Dubai Mall we have the expanded cake stand with lanterns. This in smaller stores will be just the cake stand by itself. So this one here. Larger stores that have space can do the build out where you have the bottom pieces from the cake stand expanding it. This is really exciting. We have 3 new lantern collections shown here. So we've got the solid wood lanterns, the rustic lanterns with glass inserts, and then the porcelain lanterns with the brass handles. So not only is this great for summer, but this is great going into the Ramadan season as people tend to buy candles and candle holders at a higher rate than the rest of the year. Very important to make sure is that we layer in these glass votives with this feature. The most exciting one again is this Terrazzo inspired glass votive, which is in white, amber, and blue. And then there's some other solid colors to layer in there. Carrying on through global, we have 3 dining tables in this store. So behind you in the front of store, here at Dubai Mall we're showing the tower. Again, just check what's on your X grid to see what you will be showing. This is basically a continuation of the Ramadan table with the gold collection that we had set a few weeks ago. So this is a slight update to that. Inventory levels of flatware obviously are a bit of a concern right now, so based on what your inventory is, you can work out how this layers, but hopefully you should have everything to set this. As we walk through global, we have 2 more sofa footprints, so one on the left and one on the right. Just to touch briefly on the left side of the store, here in Dubai, we have the Hamilton sofa, which is our leather footprint for the season. So you'll see a transition here a little from what we've set with Andy's. So Andy's with the Terrace is very decorative, very glam, and this one's a little more rustic. So obviously leather is more of a rustic fabric for us. We've dressed this with all the candlewick pillows. We've added our newly arrived jute poofs so that there's a little more earthiness to this feature. And then for stores that have wall space, we have the new paper mache wall art that's handmade in Haiti. And this is part of the global concept, and it's a really nice piece to do as a pair. Sometimes when these are shown by themselves, they're not as exciting. Customers don't buy them as much. And these have a really great story. They're actually made by artisans in Haiti. And Westham has a commitment to make paper mache products each season. And the number of paper mache products we make, we commit to filling a quota. So like we change every season what paper mache will be, because the business that we do with this company literally keeps these people in jobs. If we quit making paper mache with them, there would be no more work for these people. So this is one of Westham's commitments to bettering what they can in environments where we buy from. And then on the other side of the store, we have everyone's favorite, the Carlo sofa. So Carlo this season is going to be split into 2 colors. Here in Dubai Mall, we're showing it in the granite twill. Some of you, I believe, will be showing it in the teal color. So this again is a little more of a glam. You've got the Zelda coffee table, you've got the new brass bar cart, and then again the lush velvet pillow with the houseplant pillow. Obviously this will do well for people. Stores that have the teal color, just be careful with your accessorizing of pillows to make sure that the colors match with the teal, but this will come from the warm side of the store. We have a brand new leather chair sitting with this, which is called Archer. So Archer in this fog gray leather. We haven't had gray leather a lot in the past, so this is new for a lot of stores. And it has the really nice mid-century look with the wood-wrapped legs. And pairing this with Carlo is a nice way to make sure that we're not going over the top with too much glam, so we brought it down a little bit. Stores that have extra space in global, this is a great place to do your candle build-outs. So here we have all the candles that this store owns, except for the new Rove collection. So Rove should be kept separate from other candles, and when you guys get your photo book, you'll see a build out on a dining table for Rove. That can live anywhere in the store, but your tower with the extra golden brass candles should live in Global if you have space. And then just to quickly show you guys, we talked about the paper mache art. That does come in one other color. So here we have it in the multicolor, in teals, landscape blues, and a little bit of yellow. So again, another fun way to bring some color into people's homes. This will land with your mid-century table. You can see the setup here. We are still waiting on some of the rattan candle holders to come, so this is a temporary setup, but an update photo will be sent to you guys. So there will actually be a candle holder that comes in this wrapped rattan fabric material, sorry. Again, this is a handmade product that we're really excited about. And that's all for Global this season. So we are excited this season to introduce a lot of outdoor furniture. Summer in the US, again, is a big outdoor furniture season. Obviously here we don't sell as much as we do in the fall and in the spring, but we still have historical sales of outdoor furniture. So all stores will be showing 1 footprint, and larger stores will be showing 2 or 3 footprints. So here in Dubai Mall, you're going to see everything that they have. The newest sectional, which is going to be shown just in 2 of our stores, is this Marina sectional. This guy comes in woven wicker. So in our brands, we've historically had this with Pottery Barn stores. It's a really great seller. It does come at a higher price point, but it is lifetime quality. This thing is weatherproof. It will last outside forever. I mean, in this dust, you do have to clean it, but it will not break down. So this in Dubai Mall is layered right behind their Global with a brand new expanded Global wall. So stores will be getting a mix of outdoor pillows. Here we've separated them by concept, but for smaller stores that are not having a big outdoor section, we'll send information on how you can separate these by bays. But here, this entire wall, we have the Global pillows, which come again in more houseplant prints. So we've got this orange and cardamom. We've got a yellow with green over here. Just some fun ways to bring color into your outdoor space, and then also the cool color. Here the store has layered it with the brand new Ilia Planter. So Ilia, if you look at the style of it, is an update to our turnwood planter, which is one of our #1 sellers. For smaller stores, this again will just live in your planter destination. You won't necessarily have it in your outdoor destination. And then going on through into the rest of our outdoor area, we have, in Dubai Mall, they have a second loft. So we've broken outdoor up into 4 sections. So as you walk in, we've got this really fun Roaring Rabbit chair. This again will not be in most stores, just 2 of our stores are carrying this. This is a very special piece, but it's available for everyone to sell out of comms. And then you walk into our #1 Portside sectional collection. So I believe 4 stores will be showing Portside on top of the Playa. Stores that have Portside should dress it with these pure pillows. So pure for the season are these really nice washed fabric outdoor pillows. The exciting thing about this is these pillows are so soft and so comfortable, you can actually use them indoors if you like. So I think you'll have a double selling opportunity with customers. And then moving on to our new sectional for the season. So we're introducing Playa, which is a flip sectional. So you guys have familiarity with the Eddy flip sectional. So basically there's a little ottoman under here, and you can move it around and then put the chaise on either side as it works for the customer. The nice thing about this is it's an opening price point collection, so it's a lot more affordable than some of our smaller sectionals we've had in the past. It's also a solid wood collection, so it's weather resistant and made to live outdoors. So just to give you an example of the pricing, here in Dubai, the original price is about 4,400 dirhams, which is around just under 400 KD. If you compare that to the corded weave we had last season, it's less than half the price of the corded weave collection. Stores that have expanded outdoor will be setting Playa with the modern pillows. So we have lots of really fun modern print pillows in this sketchbook artwork in really bright colors. And then this is where stores should be doing their indoor-outdoor rug collection. So this season, I believe there's 4 or 5 new indoor-outdoor rugs. These are made to be used indoor, as they say, but they're also weather resistant. So they're not 100% true outdoor rugs, meaning that they won't last for like 30 years outside, but they are made to be used outside. They can get wet, they can get dust on them, and then they can be sent to the cleaners and be cleaned and then used again as if they're new. Adjacencies in this store for the rest of this outdoor section are a lot of planters. So for a lot of other stores, you won't be setting it up like this. You will have a different planter destination. But if you just kind of look here, we've got one corner with a bunch of new planters. So we've got this collection in the blue and yellow that's new, reactive glaze in this color, which is new, the iris planter, which historically has been a really great seller in the white, now comes in landscape blue. And then we also have new boxes for our wallscape planters. So you guys have seen these in the white in the past. They now come in this reactive glaze finish and boxes so you can show them on the floor. We've got this new column planter, which again is similar to the Athena side table that you guys saw at the front, looking like Roman columns. We've got exciting new succulents that come with stone built into the glass. So fake succulents for customers to decorate with. And then on the other side, a lot of carryover for the outdoor section. We have our entire botanical build-out. So stores that can place the botanical build-out with outdoor, that's great. It needs to be built in with all white. It should not be mixed in with other colors. Some other stores, this will land in different destinations, but this will be the setup. And there's a bunch of new botanicals for the season, for summer, in flowers, in faux greenery, which is purple. And then, which we're again excited about, is this new faux cactus plant. Big plants have been doing really well in the brand, so this is our first introduction of large fake plants, and we'll be having more coming throughout summer and the fall season. If you wrap around to the last bit of outdoor in this store, again, a lot of stores won't be showing this, but we've got the Portside dining table, and this is dressed with just white dinnerware. The new hanging metal lanterns, which are part of the Pure concept. So these can live in pure indoor or pure outdoor. And then this barnacle object. So a lot of people have been asking what this is for. It can be used as a decorative object, and it also has holes that you can put flowers in to be used as a vase. For Westham, introducing vessels for small flowers. This is kind of a new idea for them, so we've got this one. And then lastly, we have the test tube object. So this is literally small test tubes. It can be used in a long line like this. They can be pushed together in a square. And then if you get a bunch of them, you can link them down. This is nice to use on a dining table as a centerpiece or just a small accent in your room. I believe this is everything for outdoor. Again, we'll send directions on how you guys lay this out in your stores because it'll be much smaller than this, but excited to be able to have all of this for people to sell. So guys, the last bit of outdoor that we're going to try to get into all stores is this fun little pop-up concept. All stores will be getting the sign that says hang out, relax, repeat. This is a fun way for people to come into your store, take pictures. Maybe they want to post it on Instagram. They can do hashtag WestElmina and get more out there. So part of this build out, everyone's going to have the new Scandi bar cart, which is made for outdoor but can also be used indoor. And then all stores, again, will be having reversible beach towels. These beach towels must live in outdoor. They cannot be mixed with the regular bath collection. And for the first time, we have a decanter. And this is a really unique decanter because it has an infuser inside, so you can put fruit in here, mint, lemon, anything you want. And then obviously the water inside just soaks up the flavor. Along with this, we have our outdoor acrylic glasses, which come in a nice set of 4 for fun color. So this is just a really fun pop-up, something we're excited to have for the season. I'm sure you guys will like it in your store. For modern this season, we're excited to introduce a few new pillow collections. The first one you see here layered with Hannah, which is a carryover sofa, is the Muji pillow collection. This is an artist that Westham has done a collaboration with, and they've introduced pillows in 3 different fabrics, 3 different prints. They've also introduced some rugs that you'll see scattered throughout the store. So Muji comes in this blue teal color that you guys saw here. There's also in the 18-inch size the yellow, and then a 12 by 20 on a little darker navy blue. So in Dubai, we've built this out larger. Some stores may not have space to do this, but if you don't, we'll work on that on your map on how this can be a smaller build out. It's not a really big idea for the season, just a small collaboration. In the rest of modern, the layout remains similar to what we've done in spring. So here in Dubai, they have their yellow color wall, the warm colors layered along the back. Smaller stores, again, will just be doing 4 bays of this. Here in Dubai, we've expanded to 6 because of spacing. And this guy is layering with the Enzo sectional you see here. So some stores are showing Enzo, some stores are showing Plateau in this area. Please note the rug here is obviously too small, but we haven't received the 8x10 yet. So if you do have a large sectional, we need to use the 8x10 size for display here. Part of the Enzo, with the pillows, we have this really nice watercolor collection. So the watercolor pillows come in this 20-inch in a silk voile fabric, which it typically does really well for us, and also a 12x21. There are matching napkins and some other things throughout the store you'll notice in this print. And then to layer with this, we have our standard core solid pillow covers in crosshatch, silk handloom, and then the velvet that was introduced a few seasons ago for modern. And then the other new pattern pillow is this really nice crewel. One of the things Westham's been trying to do in the past seasons is introduce a little bit of glitz into our crewel pillows, so either a little silver or a little gold. That way we can bring that kind of glam factor into the modern concept, and then also in pure. And then for decorative accessories this season, there's a really new object that we are excited about. This again it's literally an object for decoration. I mean, you could put things in here if you wanted to, but it looks best when it's left alone. And this is handmade. So this is made from glass that's blown, stretched out in a circle, and obviously cut at the bottom. So when people are looking at this, it's nice to talk about the story behind it and how it's made, so they understand, the pricing behind it and how special it is. The other new introduction in modern this season is the Papi dining table. So this white dining table expands. Currently we have it expanded out to the full size. You can remove the leaf if you have a small kitchen or living space. And again, this is a very low price point. It's introduction as a basic dining table. This will eventually be sitting with the slope dining chairs in the 4 different colored fabrics. They are running late for the season, so when you set your floor set, if they're not here yet, you can just dress it with cafe chairs in white and walnut until it arrives. Carrying on through modern, all stores will be showing either the grid tufted bed or the Lana bed in modern. This season, because there's so much pattern in the landscape pillows, we want to make sure that the bedding is very solid. So we've layered this one with a blush pink and a white in our organic cotton fabrics, and then really pulled in the color with the velvet pillow and the watercolor pillow, so that we have a very clean look throughout the modern concept. Stores will also be showing a modern chair build-out. Similarly to the chair build-out in Global, this is on your X grid and it tells you exactly what chairs are supposed to be there. But for most stores, it should be 3 chairs and 2 side tables. This has worked well for us as we tested in the past few seasons, instead of just doing chairs by themselves, because customers have side tables they can match. They know things that work together really well. And then layered here in Dubai Mall, we have our second textile wall. So this is the cool pillow wall. And as you look at this one, it's much larger than it will be in most stores. So here we've got actually 8 bays of pillows and vases together. I think the big thing to think about here is, again, how we've accessorized the vases down the entire middle line. So if you look from right to left, we've got vases all throughout. And again, this is to draw attention to the decorative accessories, to make sure customers know we're in this business and we have product for them. New pillows here, I guess, are just the cooler colors of the ones you've seen in the first part of the loft. So we got this cruel pillow in the blue color. This one actually has gold and silver metallic in it. And then we have a really nice bookend. So in the system, this is actually called a bookend. It comes in this orange color and also a speckled white. So this can be used by itself as a planter, or it can be used as a bookend together. It has room inside, obviously. It has been tested for plants. So when you show this in your stores, you see here we're showing it with books. It would be nice if you can get some little plants to put in there. We just haven't done that yet here, but we want people to understand what it actually is for, so they don't think it's just an object sitting there. And then any store that has really big walls to do this textile wall, like here, what we've done is brought in white planters to kind of break up the space. Otherwise, we'd have 8 bays of all pillows and vases, and it was just too strong. So if you do have a wall that's very large in modern, some of our flagship stores, just think about how you can break up the color with white planters. The third footprint that stores have in modern is the Eddy. So here the Dubai Mall is showing the Eddy flip sofa. Obviously everyone's familiar with that, it's a carryover piece, but we do have this really beautiful landscape rug that's new for the season. This again ties back to the pillows in landscape blue for modern. Again, check your X grid to see what you're supposed to be showing for furniture here. And then the other dining table in modern behind us is this modern dining table that everyone has had season after season. This, the way this guy's accessorized, it's very clean. Again, in modern, we want to be clean and simple. And we've got this really nice new bowl and mug collection called Dip. So this is actually typical pottery, and then the bottom part is unfinished. And when they make this by hand, they literally take the bowl, they dip it in the glaze, and they bring it out. So every single piece is slightly different. You might see pieces that have thicker bits of glaze here, or the glaze might come a little lower. So again, when you're talking to customers, talking about how this is a handmade piece and the history behind it. And then layered in with this, we have our very fun glass objects for the season. So a few seasons ago, we had birds glass objects, and this season we've got a little chick. We have our glass hen, and then everyone's favorite over here is the very cute little glass bunny. So please make sure you guys have these on your floor with this setup. These should do well for us. Obviously, they're not going to make thousands and thousands of KD, but they are really cool objects that help people come back to us for fun things. This store obviously has a really big modern. We'll just walk to the back so I can show you. One of the things we have this season is actually not for summer, but it's for fall. So Westham in the US typically does summer, then they do pre-fall, then they do fall. We've historically just done summer and then fall, and we've skipped out on the pre-fall season. So this back corner in Dubai Mall, we've actually done with pre-fall. So all stores will be getting pre-fall pillows. They'll be coming with your summer pillows. I will be sending out a memo on what these exact pillows are because they should not be mixed with the regular modern. So if you look here, we've done a little build out. So most stores will probably be showing it like this if you have a tower with a table and a chair. So you got the stuffed pillow, and then all of these pattern pillows in crewel. I believe there's about 5 different SKUs of the pattern pillows plus the pillow. Again, just make sure that this stays separate from the rest of modern. When we get into actual pre-fall, which is drop 2 for summer, this will move forward, and then in fall it'll live through the season. But for summer, it just needs to be a really small idea in your stores. But we've put them out a few days ago, and customers are responding well to them, so it's just a nice way to get more product in your stores before the season ends to have additional sales. And for modern, that is all for Dubai Mall. In Pure this season, all stores will be showing the Haven either sofas or sectional. So during sale, I know Haven was at a high discount. We were trying to clear through the cozy corner. But living forward, Haven will be one of our core collections in either the chaise with love seat or as a sofa by itself. So here in Dubai, we've done a really big footprint with 2 sofas facing each other, partnered with the slope leather chair and the industrial collection. This is something we're going to try to do from season to season where stores have sectionals versus 2 sofas versus sofas, so that we're showing the breadth of assortment across different stores. It's a nice way for customers, specifically where there's multiple stores in a market, to see different ways to dress it, and then we can share these pictures with our customers. One thing I just want to draw attention to for all of our footprints in the store, you will all be receiving new collection cards. These ones are thicker than the ones you've had in the past, and it's important that you have these at every single one of our collections that we send one to. These new ones, as they have recently, have the actual configurations that we sell in our market. And as we continue to bring in new configurations, we'll continue to add more for people to see. Just an easy way for people to have their dimensions without having to measure themselves. Continuing through Pure, stores are layering in with the white bed. So most stores will be showing the modern Showood bed or mid-century bed here. This is all with new the seersucker white bedding and this new dot dash quilt. Dubai Mall and Kuwait had this white build out in past seasons, so they're just keeping it for this season, but that is not mandatory for stores. Mainly, we just want to make sure we have this really cool white bed. The second sofa footprint in Pure this season, again, is a leather. So here we're showing the Axle sofa. Again, check your X grid because there's variation by store. And this just layers with the more warm color tones from the pillow wall, similar to what's on the Haven, but just different pillows as they layer next to each other. Depending on where this sits in your store would be how you accessorize it with your pillows. So behind the Haven, we have our first textile pillow wall over here. Similar layout to past seasons. We again have the story with a really big decat build out. So if you look here, we've got our reactive glaze vases with our marble object on stand. This is not the whole ring of decac across, but we've done this a little differently where you've got a really big build out of decac and a really big build out of decac. So for stores that are doing this in bays, it'll be even more impactful because these will be next to each other. This is layered in with a new pillow for the season. This one comes in the warm yellow color, and then on the other side it comes in a teal and pink color in the square size and also the 12 by 21. Please, when you're merchandising Pure this season, you may have some issues with our solid pillows. So for Pure, we've got cotton canvas, we've got woven silk, we've got Belgian linen, which we'll see shortly, and we also have the cotton knit pillows. So we can't put all of these all together, so you need to find ways in your stores to make sure these are represented. So when you get the photos for this, set it the way it is, and then any extra pillows we can work on expanded areas to put them. The second dining table in Pure is the silhouette dining table. Some stores are showing this in the round white, oval white, some stores in this gray color. This is just a very small build out, small idea for the season. Silhouette obviously is a good seller for us, so we want to make sure it's represented. But here we've just dressed it with the white rimmed dinnerware. Our third major footprint for Pure this season is the Urban Sleeper Sectional. So Urban is a great seller for us. However, this Sleeper Sectional, which was introduced last season, has been off to a slow start. This will be in all stores, mandatory for the summer season. We have a really large amount of inventory we want to clear, so we want to make sure our customers understand how they can use it and the value they're getting. This guy has a storage chaise to put for storage, and then if you open the sofa, it actually turns into a bed. This one has a standard sleeper sofa mattress, which is different than some of our others, but also very comfortable. And then layered here with the Cordoba rug, which has been around for a couple seasons for us. I believe some of the inventory for smaller sizes is running low. So here we've used a larger size and made, again, a really grand footprint. So the Urban here is layered with the other new pillow for the season. Same print as the yellow one you just saw. This is embroidered again and has kind of an effect of a chinoiserie, which is a little more of a high-end look. So a nice way to bring some color into the Pure concept. The pillow wall that ties back to this here in Dubai has actually been split into two sides. You guys will be doing this in one bay for 3 or 4 bays together. But if you look here, the way we have accessorized it is we've got Belgian linen pillows with Mongolian, with cotton canvas, again, abstract print pillows. And then we've done the vases the same way we've talked about in the other concepts. So we've got these really amazing new luster vases that come in teal, purple, and kind of a champagne pink. And these guys are layered with the carved vases that used to be in Global last season. It's a nice way to figure out how to use this vase, which is very rustic, and dress it up a little bit more with the luster vases. On the other side, where this wall continues, it's merchandised in the same way, but there's more pops of the pinks and the blues here. So you've got the pink woven silk with a new blue teal pillow. And then there's a new basket that's part of Pure this season. This again is not a big idea, but it does need to be merchandised with Pure. For stores that don't have space, you can also merchandise this in your basket wall, but it's just a handled basket. You can use this in your house, you can use it for storage, for throws, or you can use it to go to the beach. Carrying on through Pure, all stores will maintain their foundations build out. So foundations has been very good for us after we introduced it this past season. Here in Dubai, they have a very large build out, larger than most stores because of inventory ownership. So please make sure that this lives in your pure area. Please make sure it's organized as per the photo. If you don't have this amount of inventory, you can make it tighter. But what's really important is to remember you must have a tower, because this is where customers can really see the breadth of the product to shop and then build up the boxes around it. Living next to the foundations build out is our Emerson dining table. Here in this store we have the 120 inch, so a lot of stores won't be showing this large size. This is just a very basic pure white and black feature. We have these new black washed cotton napkins, which is a nice way to bring black into your decorating without being overwhelming. And here we've paired it with the square white OPP dinnerware and wooden servers. New deck hack for the season, again a small idea, but we've got these really cool vases which come in the triple collection and the double. These are made for plants or flowers, so there's flexible usage here also. Carrying on in this store, you'll just see there's a few extra footprints as we walk through. Again, most of our stores won't have these because you're smaller. There is a breadth expansion of pillows in Pure this season. So we have 7 SKUs of pillows that are not carried in the US. These are actually pillows that were originally made for outdoor furniture, and we've printed them on a silk voile fabric. We typically need expanded collections of pillows, and it's really nice the way they've landed in Pure this season. So if you follow me, I'll show you all of these. So for the expansion in Pure this season, we've got the silk voile pillows here in the black stripe. This one also comes in a blue stripe. We've got a really fun cloud impressionist pillow. So this comes in a lumbar, this size, as well as a square size. And then on the other wall here, we've got more of the water brush pillows. So we have this water brush pillow in a fun green color, which is very different for us, as well as this blue and pink color up here. And then those both come in the 12 by 21 size. So lots of expansion for these pillows. These do need to be kept separate from the main pillows in Pure. So for smaller stores, we'll have to look at how these sit and where we can find space to merchandise these. They may live adjacent to Pure if you don't have space, or on side bays also, but when we do your mapping, we will figure that out. This season in bedding, we're excited to show really full, fluffy beds throughout the store. Newness for bedding is limited. We do have some quilts that we'll go through, and we do have a couple new duvets. But what we want to do is really use our core collection to show how those guys can be shown in a way that looks new and fun and fulfilling to customers. Before we get into the bedding section, I just want to touch on bath. So here in Dubai Mall, if you look at their bath build out, it's a slight update from what we showed in the spring season. Bath has been doing really well for us in stores that have had it so far. So we've had to re-merchandise with baskets and the towels just because we have sell-through so high. There will be updates to bath for all stores as we continue to sell through until new fabrics and new colors come in. But for the meantime, you'll get the photo of this that you can follow. And then again, this won't be for all stores, but we have a new product for bath introduced this season called Bath Bombs. So these, they say Water Street, which is the Westham exclusive bath collection created by Westham. And these come in 3 different scents. And they're literally bath bombs. So you put this in your bathtub, and then it lets off scents and effervescence. If you guys are familiar with Lush and Body Shop, they've carried these for years. But just a really nice way to kind of continue the whole spa effect. We are hoping that Bath is able to be launched in KSA this season. We're working on getting the towels in there, but we will give you more information as soon as we know more. As you walk through bedding in this store, this entire left side of the store kind of houses our more neutral and organic cotton collection. As you walk through, you'll see a lot of beds that are neutral with a little pop of color. And then these are all sitting in front of our really big organic white cotton wall. So as we walk through the back, I just want to point out our new mid-century bed in this pebble color. So this won't be in all stores, but all stores will have the storage collection for this bed. So Mid-Century and Pebble was launched in the US last season and has been off to a really great start. It's just a really fun update to the mid-century look that people are really passionate about, but bringing a modern touch to it. So for stores that don't have the bed, you should be showing the 6-drawer, 3-drawer, and nightstand with the bed that sits in your modern concept. And just to show newness, we did talk about the dot-dash quilt in the pure concept. This also comes in this really fun yellow color. So here they've layered this with one of their expanded beds. For stores that don't have lots of beds, you won't be showing this on a bed, but obviously you want to make sure this is shoppable in your organic cotton wall. So here, as we stretch across the organic cotton wall, I think the big thing here is this is a continuation of the idea we started in spring to make sure that we have quilts, coverlets, and duvets hanging out so customers can come, they can grab it and feel it and see the quality of it. There is some signage that's missing here that you will get to layer in with this, but just make sure that everything that's part of the assortment is layered into your wall. I know ownership is different by market, but you guys know your ownership, so you should be making sure it's showing. Continuing through bedding in this store, I do want to touch on the Stella bed. So some stores will be showing Stella, some stores will be showing the Roaring Rabbit Geo inlay in this area. Whatever your bed is for that guide, which you can find in the footprint guide, we will be showing it with this new Roaring Rabbit Jacquard quilt. So this is a really cool piece. It's slightly thicker fabric than a typical duvet. And if you look at it in detail, there's a lot of really fun embroidered colors in there, and there's a little bit of metallic shine. This is an exciting piece for the season. And this guy is actually layered with ties on the end that are meant to be part of the decorative look for the customer. Obviously, when you merchandise this, you can just follow the photo, but layering it so that you can show this with the one underneath is ideal, so you get a lot of depth. And this duvet also sits with a brand new Roaring Rabbit pillow. So this pillow is exclusively made by Roaring Rabbit. It's only supposed to live in the bedroom, and it should live with this bed. Adjacent to this, we have a Roaring Rabbit build-out. So all stores will be showing Roaring Rabbit chairs built out. This one is larger than typical. So again, just check your X grid to see the quantity you're supposed to have. Just a tip or advice for you guys is when you're building this out, if you have any way to bring in 1 or 2 pieces of storage furniture, it does help bring a little more life to the feature instead of just being chairs built up next to each other. So this is a really nice way to make it look a little nicer. Carrying on through bedding, you guys will get photos for the washed cotton wall, so we won't touch on that right now. But our next really big wall that's important is this tencel. So again, this is a continuation from what we did in spring. So here we've got 8 bays of tencel and sateen mixed together. For this season in this wall, Terrazzo, which you saw in the front of store, is one of the new duvets. Obviously, you will have this shoppable in the front of the store, but you should also mix this into this wall for ease of shopping to customers. And then core collections that we've had in the past should live in here. The Tencel solid duvets recently came back into stock. Tencel sheets will also come back into stock soon, so when those are back, they should all live in this wall. Basically, the customer that likes Tencel should be able to come to this wall and find everything they want. So again, you can follow the photos from the guide, but just make sure that if something is in your inventory that's not in the photo and it's part of Tencel or sateen, that you find a way to work it into this wall to make sure you're not missing out on sales. I just want to point out this bed. So this is not a bed that will be shown in most stores. We have bought into 3 different collections of offline buys from Westham. So these are not actually made by Westham designers. They're a partnership that Westham has with other designers where you can special order these beds. So the one you're looking at now is Poly in Lagoon Velvet. And then there's also one called Roger. So these will be available to sell through comms. They will only be shown in 2 stores as we're testing it right now. But the one thing to know about this bed is that the headboard is slightly lower than our typical headboards, but it's layered with a much more traditional look. So when you see this initially, you might think this is something from Pottery Barn. So we're excited to test this because it kind of brings together, you know, the Westham flair with color and accent with a more traditional Pottery Barn look, and see how our customers respond to Again, through bedroom for stores that have extra space. Some stores will be layering in a sofa or a settee. So what we've done here is the Sloan sofa for this store and just made a little footprint with it. This is a nice way to break up your bedroom area because it tends to get really busy with lots of beds together. Again, check your X grid to see what your bedroom sofa is supposed to be. And then lastly, just want to run by our Roaring Rabbit bed. So Roaring Rabbit this season, some stores are showing it in stone, some stores are showing it in blush. In a few months, it will be coming in also a blue velvet fabric. That will probably be going to stores closer to fall season. So currently, we're showing it with the oversized floral print, which is a carryover duvet from last season. And then there's a new duvet that you don't see here yet called Heathered Cotton Sateen. So when you check your footprint guide, that gets layered with this. So please make sure once you dress this bed, when the new duvet comes in, you layer it with this one also. Again, this is a really nice way to make this a grand footprint. So we added the Monroe chaise in front of this one. So most stores probably can't do this properly because you don't have a lot of space, as this store does. But for smaller stores, this is somewhere you could put a Celine bench or a Roaring Rabbit settee in front just to kind of bring the grand living room for the customer to see. Again, through bedroom for stores that have extra space. Some stores will be layering in a sofa or a settee. So what we've done here is the Sloan sofa for this store and just made a little footprint with it. This is a nice way to break up your bedroom area because it tends to get really busy with lots of beds together. Again, check your X grid to see what your bedroom sofa is supposed to be. And then lastly, just want to run by our Roaring Rabbit bed. So Roaring Rabbit this season, some stores are showing it in stone, some stores are showing it in blush. In a few months, it will be coming in also a blue velvet fabric. That will probably be going to stores closer to fall season. So currently, we're showing it with the oversized floral print, which is a carryover duvet from last season. And then there's a new duvet that you don't see here yet called Heathered Cotton Sateen. So when you check your footprint guide, that gets layered with this. So please make sure once you dress this bed, when the new duvet comes in, you layer it with this one also. Again, this is a really nice way to make this a grand footprint. So we added the Monroe chaise in front of this one. So most stores probably can't do this properly because you don't have a lot of space, as this store does. But for smaller stores, this is somewhere you could put a Celine bench or a Roaring Rabbit settee in front just to kind of bring the grand living room for the customer to see. As we walk through tabletop, I just want to point out our main dinnerware walls, our extra dinnerware walls, and then our entertaining bays. So here, you guys will get photos of this, but Dubai has a very large dinnerware wall broken into 8 bays. So because of that, we've had to separate it with some wooden trays just because we don't have enough glassware to do it. The one thing I want you guys to take away from this is when you look at these bays, from top to bottom, this is one collection. If you look here, from top to bottom, one collection, and that continues throughout. It's really important that when you get the photos for these, you follow this exactly. So here you have mugs, you've got bowls, you've got salad plates. If we had stock, we'd have dinner plates behind. And this top row should be very similar where collections are together. You know, a collection like Reactive, which is really large, you can do 2 bays together like this. But smaller collections, you know, organic white, which you just saw, we would just do 1 bay. So as we walk through the tabletop bays, the biggest thing to remember is how you do the layout, following the photos to make sure the layout's properly, because we want to make it really easy for customers to shop. So for most stores, you either have 4 or 6 bays. The most important one you'll get the photos for will be the 4 central bays, and then the others you can kind of spread out into different areas. Another build-out wall for tabletop this season is a combination of marble with dinnerware. So this one we have the Richmond Dinnerware Collection, Marble Collection, Canto Collection, and then like lots of flatware mixed in with cheese knives and such. I think the one thing when you look at the way this is merchandised is it's one idea from left to right across versus mixing things up and down. So again, for customers, if they're looking for a marble collection, they can find everything there. If they're looking for flatware, they can find everything there. So it's really good to follow this for layout in your store. We are continuing with Mug Shop. because it's done so well for us in the past seasons. Now, there aren't a lot of new mugs to be part of Mug Shop, so what we've done is incorporated a lot of our core mugs into it. So here as you look, we have the dip mugs from past seasons, and then we've layered in solid reactive glaze, solid Alma, and that whole idea continues throughout. So we have a lot of core solid mugs in inventory, so mixing these in with the pattern fun mugs is a great way to uplift your sales for solid mugs that may not typically sell by themselves. So again, just follow the photo when you get this build out for the season. Moving on to new dinnerware. This is not a full dinnerware collection, but years ago we had a lot of printed and print bowls, and those kind of went away. So we've reintroduced this new bowl system. So we've got a large bowl and a small bowl, and they come in lots of different colors and prints. These are really great for people to add on to white dinnerware or just have to use by themselves. You can use them for oversized nut bowls, you can use them for meze bowls for entertaining. And then as we turn around, we'll just pass by the other Ramadan table for the season. So you guys had set Canto previously. Just make sure you go back to the photo that was set for the Ramadan photo book to make sure that your Canto table is set up properly. This has actually been selling really well for us, so you may be running low on inventory. But we can look into stocks to get more stocks in the stores if that's the case. And then this season, because we're going into a season of entertaining, we've really pulled together the entire entertaining wall in this store. So in the past, we've separated Hammered into different areas or put it into build-outs. So this season, we've got Hammered in our rose gold, we've got our gold and pink gilt trays, Hammered in silver, and then more of the lacquer trays in silver and gold. And because glassware is such small inventory ownership, we've actually just layered it in a very small way with our entertaining collection, just so it's on the floor, but it's not looking too empty. So again, a lot of stores don't have this big wall to do this, but for your entertaining space, you can minimize this and make the same idea in a smaller way. And then we just want to make sure that all stores have a representation of coasters. So coasters tend to get very messy on the floor when we start mixing them. So if you guys have towers, ideally it would be best to do a tower of coasters. We have enough ownership and enough variation of styles that you can do something like this. Either stacking them nicely or organized. If you guys have extra trays, it would be even better if you add a tray here and then layer them in the trays together. Customers can use them to grab and go.
As we kick off our summer floor set, it's more important than ever that we support our design services. We need each one of you in every single one of our stores to support this initiative through collecting leads. Every part of our team, every single person needs to get at least 2 leads per week. This helps to get our designers out into the market and helps to separate us from our competition. We want to be the design authority, and without those designers out on the ground, this is not going to happen. So we need each and every one of you to support this. As we kick off summer, it's important to know all of our new products, our new aesthetics, and to be able to put that in your design. Our Ensemble program has been updated for Westham, soon to be Pottery Barn, and Pottery Barn Kids thereafter. It is important that we support this technology as we move forward in our stores, and it will only be improved with Williams-Sonoma Incorporated helping us and assisting us as we grow our business further. This year is very exciting. We have a lot of new initiatives for our designers and also for our staff throughout every store in every region and every country. We need each of you again to support this initiative. We believe in you, we know you can do it, and you can make the difference. Here's to a great summer. Let's get out there on the ground and make the magic happen. Thank you.